Hi, I'm Dr. Rahul Bharad. I welcome you all to my series What Life Has Taught Me Yesterday. Today when I'm recording this video is 10th of June 2023. I'll be talking what 9th of June has taught me in life. If you are a cricket lover, especially test cricket lover, you might be knowing that right now the most important test match for at least 2 years is going on. That's also called as World Test Championship Final. This is the second World Test Championship final going on in England. Previously, 2 years back, India and New Zealand played the final of this World Test Championship series, and India lost that final at the Lord's Stadium, Lord's Ground in London. Now, this match between India and Australia is the second World Test Championship final, and India is trying to regain that glory which they lost previously against New Zealand. Winning a test match, winning a test series is always a difficult task. Now, to play various test series across the globe throughout the last 2 years, and based on points that we gain in those various series, will decide which teams will go to the final of this World Test Championship. And this time India Australia are playing. Yesterday was the third day of this World Test Championship final at the Oval. India and Australia are fighting hard, battling hard, I would say. Very difficult and very tedious job it is to win a test match. Yesterday was day 3. India lost many wickets earlier on day 2. Yesterday was the time to show perseverance, to show fight, and actually Ajinkya Rahane, one of our India's previously experienced batsmen, and Shardul Thakur, they played very well, and India posted a decent score of 296 as opposed to the 469 score of Australia in the previous first innings. So Australia got 173 runs lead in the first innings. Now they are 123 for 4 wickets at the end of day 3. So the point I am here trying to tell is that most important thing we can learn from this test series and test match especially is that we all should learn very much hard working capacity and hard working ability, attitude from these kind of people. Ajinkya Rahane has been a phenomenal player as far as test matches are concerned. Many last 1.5 years he had not played any test match for India. His form was not so good, but in the recent IPL he played very well. He showed very strong character from the Chennai Super Kings, and then he was selected for this special World Test Championship final. And yesterday he proved that he is still one of the most important, you can say, crisis man of Indian team. He scored 89 runs, but the most important thing is he kept 1 wicket, and he made sure that India avoids follow on, and Australia had to bat again. Australia lost 4 wickets also. Now everything depends on today's performance by Indians also. If Indian bowlers take a lot of wickets today early morning on 4th day, that would be very good and India can still think of victory. But for that India needs lot of hard work and lot of perseverance throughout the day in today's match. So what are the good things we can learn from by watching this test match also? Many of the people who don't follow cricket or who don't like test cricket might say that test cricket is very boring, it takes 5 days and it is waste of time. But I am being cricket fan and I have seen many test matches. Actually I would say test match is one of the most difficult aspect of winning a match. It is far more difficult to win a test match rather than winning a T20 match, T10 match, or even one day match, where so many tactics are going on. So many small things do matter in this test match. If you really follow test match through from day 1 to day 2 till the day 5, then you will understand that every move matters. Lot of patience are required by players, not only by players, by spectators also. Every small move ultimately results in some kind of effect. Every player has to contribute. Most of the time test match is is more likely to result in a tough battle, because both the teams, usually the teams playing the test matches are one of the top teams across the globe. And in that also, if you are playing world test championship final, that means both the teams who are playing this match are definitely amongst the best across the globe. And then in that, these kind of finals would be very much tough to win. So I hope and I wish that India comes back strongly today on day 4. What do you think about their performance yesterday and previous day? Do tell me in the comment box. If you like what India is doing, and if you have some suggestions also, you can tell me in the comment box. What do you think, India will win this World Test Championship final or not, or is it Australia which is going to win? Let's see. Next 2 days will tell us all the answers about all these questions. But for today, we can learn many good things from this test match also, and that's what I wanted to share with you all, that to learn perseverance from players like Ajinkya Rahane, even Shardul Thakur, who is a quite inexperienced player as compared to the greats like Ajinkya Rahane, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, but he is still showing some very good character, and he will actually inspire the previous batsmen in the team to play better as far as batting is concerned in the next second innings of the match. So that was it, most important thing which happened and most important lesson I got from yesterday's live. As you all know, from yesterday we have started a small segment that I discuss whatever I have learned from yesterday's live, a good lesson in this video. Similarly, apart from one important news I came across, I'll discuss that, and also I'll just briefly inform about the trending news, one of the trending news which is quite attractive and knowledgeable, I would say. I'll be sharing that in short. So if you want to read more about that, I'll be sharing links in the description box of this video about them. So most important news I came across yesterday is very interesting. That news is about astronauts and the astronauts living in the International Space Stations and various missions they are undergoing. Scientists have studied their brains. They studied almost brain of 30 astronauts who had been to space for at least 6 months. Some of them have been into the space at the International Space Stations for more than 6 months, like 1 year, 2 year also, but minimum criteria was 6 months. They studied actually the size of the brain and various structural changes they undergo while traveling to the space for more than 6 months, and they have found that ventricles, which is actually the space inside the brain of the person, the size of those ventricles increase as the time duration increases of these astronauts staying in the space. Now it might be the effect of microgravity, it might be the opposite of effect with what they feel at the earth, because in the space there is hardly any gravity, and because of that there is some changes in the brain structure. These ventricles, they increase in size, and it actually compresses some brain tissue which is very similar to changes happening in the old ages. So what are actually these changes are, how significant they are, we will have to study. But as human beings are planning to go to the moon, planning to go to Mars, you might be hearing about the Elon Musk various achievements and various plans he is having for human beings. So if you are planning to go to moon and Mars in future, I would request you to read this news, because in future how our human body will react to the space difficulties and space challenges, that will be based on these findings. So brain size and the cavities of the brain, they definitely increase slightly inside, if you are inside the International Space Station or in the microgravity area or environment, I would say. So that is it, most important news I came across yesterday. I'll be sharing link of this news in the description box if you want to read more. And one of the most important trending news I came across, you might have come across yesterday if you are being active yesterday on the social media, that is about Nirmala Sitharamanji. She is the finance minister of India, and her daughter got married yesterday. Now being finance minister of this huge country is a big thing. She is very active. She has been very active finance minister across all her tenure. Her daughter got married. Her son-in-law is Nirmala Sitharamanji's son-in-law is also one of the most important officer in the Prime Minister's office. But the ceremony was very simple. There were no VIP delegates invited for that marriage ceremony. It was very simple living, high thinking kind of marriage ceremony. The daughter of finance minister is also, she is also journalist. She has worked for various institutes like Mint, The Hindu, etc. And now she got married yesterday. So this is also something encouraging for all of us. We have seen many people who are not even affording, they spend so much of money in their daughter's marriage and they show off so much. So this is exactly opposite of that. Being such an important person in the cabinet ministry of this country, that is finance ministry, she has kept that ceremony quite familiar only and very isolated, which is so much to learn from. So I'll be sharing link of this news in the description box. If you want to read more about this trending news also, you can click on that and read more about it. What do you think about this change what I have made in my videos? That one thing I'll be sharing, most important news, most important thing I came across, most important lesson I got yesterday, and one more trending news if possible I'll be adding in the description box. So what is your suggestion about these changes I am making to my video series? Do tell me in the comment box. If you like this idea, please share this video with the people you want to share this news across the globe via YouTube. For today we'll stop here. Bye bye.